Hey folks, this is Pete, and I'm going to show you how to tie a really fabulous fly. It's a Hellgrammite, and I've caught tons of rainbow on it. So let's begin. So I'm using a Mustad number 6 size nymph hook, and it's a 2 extra long. I'm also going to tie down a base of black thread all the way down the shank. So now I'm going to trim off the excess tail end of the thread. Now it's time to put the lead wire up at the thorax region, so it's going to be under the thorax, and you could just wrap it around and then tear it off. It comes off pretty easy. So remember, don't put it up the whole hook, just up the thorax region. I like to take a pair of pliers and squeeze down the lead to give the thorax region a really nice thickness to it. Now I'm just going to work the thread back down to the tail end of the fly. Now we're going to attach the tails. They're 2 goose biots, and you want to make sure that they're flared outward from each other, not inward. They flare out away from each other, and you have to just make sure they're the same length and carefully tie them on. So now we're going to tie the abdomen materials on, starting with fine copper wire, and then I use about 3 strands of ostrich herl, and also then thirdly some synthetic wool, the fluorescent black synthetic wool. Now it's time to put in the abdomen. First I'll put in the synthetic wool, and I'll tie that forward, make a nice tapered kind of abdomen, and then tie that down with the thread. Then on top of that I'm going to pull forward the ostrich herl and then secure that down finally with the copper wire to make a really nice abdomen section. Now we're going to put in the thorax materials, which are going to be a black goose wing section. That's going to be folded over the top, so that goes in first. And then a fluorescent colored, I use orange yarn for underneath for a throat kind of section. We also want to put in a piece of old black hen hackle. Some black dubbing is going to go on, and then we'll bring that all forward. Now what we want to do is attach the 2 wings. Once again, these are black goose biots, and you have to make sure when you attach them that they flare outwards. Now we're almost done. We're just going to tie off the head nicely and tie it off, cut it off, and we'll give it a little bit of lacquer later, and we're done. And there you go, the final Hellgrammite ready to hit the water and get some big bows.